Dear church, did you see me? I was the sinner that you walked by on the street. Dear church, remember me. You have something so beautiful, something that I need. You have something so beautiful. I wish you would have told me. So come on and tell somebody about Jesus and all the great things He has done. Where would I be if He had not rescued me? So come on and tell somebody. Come on and tell somebody. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. All the dying and you had a cure. Brother, would you help me? Sister, would you? Well, the world is dying, and there is a cure. There's a hope that's deep within us. One thing I know for sure. There's a hope that's deep within us. And this I know for sure. That you got to tell somebody about Jesus and all the great things He has done. Where would I be if He had not rescued me? So come on and tell somebody about Jesus and all the great things He has done. Where would I be if He had not rescued me? So come on and tell somebody. Come on, tell somebody. Maybe tonight you're that somebody that needs to come to Jesus. You can be in church and not be saved. But what's the simplicity of the gospel? If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that He was raised from the dead, you will be saved. So tonight, if that's you, I want you to say this prayer with me. Everyone's going to say it. But if you mean it in your heart, tonight you're going to be a child of the Most High King. Say it like this. Say it. Father, I confess with my mouth that Jesus is Lord. And I believe in my heart that He was raised from the dead. If you prayed that prayer according to Romans 10, welcome to the family of God. You're saved. I'm so glad someone took time to tell my grandfather. As a matter of fact, you know how my grandfather got saved? My grandfather was a pastor, but before that, I was talking to my grandma. He said, your grandfather was a man of the world. And when he was 40 years old, he got sick. They went to the hospital. They could not find anything was wrong with him. But he was dying. Out of desperation, there was a Gideon Bible in the drawer. The first time in his life, he read the Bible because of the Gideons. And he gave his life to Jesus Christ. He became a pastor. He's the reason why my dad got saved. While I'm here today giving a message of hope because my life intersected with Jesus Christ. My first wife, Sophia, who's in heaven. Such an important, a divine moment of marrying that woman. Her father was in a salsa band. And he came home from the club one night looking for a Saturday night movie. And as he was flipping through the channels, all of a sudden, the 700 Club came on. Have you ever heard of the 700 Club? He did not know what that was. There was a man named Ben Kinchlow who got a word of knowledge from heaven over the TV. He said, God is showing me a man standing next to this color recliner with flower print on it. He said you're wearing brown khaki pants, a belt, and you have your white shirt tucked in. And in your right pocket, he said there is a charm that a witch doctor gave you. He literally just had a charm because he was sick and he went to a witch doctor. He said, son, God is calling you to give your life to him, to serve him. Wow. He gave his life to Jesus Christ on the spot. Amen. His name in Spanish was Juan Bautista, which means John the Baptist. He led his 11 brothers and sisters to the Lord. Because he became the Lord, I met my first wife, Sophia. Our lives intersected. And this ministry that you're taking part of right now is because the gospel interfered in our life. A transformation took place. Amen. Never forget. You see, this is so important. I mean, we don't give enough altar calls. That's why I said, God, I'm going to give an altar call. And I know it wasn't typical. It doesn't have to be like the religious thing. It can just be, you want to receive him? Take him. He already paid for you. Jesus is all about that transformation. I love how people supported the 700 Club. If it wasn't for the 700 Club, if it wasn't for the Gideons, the message of the gospel would have never reached the family. And guys, I'm telling you, I'm a person already who's really emotional. This might sound funny, but it's not funny. I don't know if I'd have lived this to my age right now, because hopelessness makes you want to end it all. Tonight, this stage, this platform is about transformation. It's about people who said, when Moses came to the burning bush, in Greek, in the Hebrew it was Hinia. You know what Hinia meant? It said, God, even before you asked me, I said yes to whatever it is. I want that to raise up in this room, because the gospel message, the Bible says that he said to go into all the world, preach and teach the gospel message of Jesus Christ. If we're honest with ourselves, I know myself, I'm like, man, I need to kind of brush up on that, you know? But tonight, this platform, this group is dedicated to getting the message of the gospel out. And World Vision is that organization that's doing that. I remember in 2004, sponsoring my first child. You know what got me? When you fix your eyes where God fixes his gaze, you know what God's eyes are on right now in this moment? People. People. You know what he said? And he takes it very personally how you treat people. How do I know this? He said, when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was naked, you clothed me. When I had no place to stay, you took me in. And they said, Lord, listen, this is what they said, scripture, I quote, when did we ever do this to you? He said, when you did it to the least of these, you did it to me. I'm a least of these. Who's the least of these in this room? I'm just like Cassie Crowns. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about a somebody who saved my soul. Y'all know what I'm talking about?